I'm back with another update for you. There has been speculation that China intends to outlaw the Pi network. But why? In today's video, I'll answer that question and tell you about recent Pi network predictions and how you can still become a millionaire through Pi network. I did a lot of research for today's video, so make sure you watch it all the way through to stay up to date on the progress of the Pi network. Welcome to the Crypto Market channel, where you can find the most recent Pi network news. If you're interested in anything related to the Pi network, subscribe. This is the place to be if you want to keep up with the latest Pi network news and predictions, as well as the crypto world. Please click the like button if you want us to send you more Pi network news. Finally, add the Pi network to the moon in the comments below. Let us now return to our topic of discussion. As we all know, China has prohibited the use of cryptocurrencies. Since 2013, China has banned cryptocurrencies at least 18 times, with more to come. But the problem now is that Pi network, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, is a cryptocurrency. Although the Pi network has yet to be launched into the main net, many people in China are already using it for transactions, including buying and selling goods and services. Furthermore, China has the world's largest Pi network pioneers, with over 40 million people. They are mining the Pi network in China. What are your thoughts on China banning the Pi network cryptocurrency? And what impact will it have? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Let us discuss it. They ban trading, mining, and ICOs, but no matter how hard they try, their government will never be able to eradicate cryptocurrencies from their borders entirely. In this video, I'll compare China to cryptocurrencies and explain why cryptocurrencies are cockroaches that never seem to disappear. While China was once a significant player in the field, they have since made every effort to stifle the growth of cryptocurrencies. This endeavor began in 2005 with the introduction of QQ currency, one of the first cryptocurrencies. It was initially intended for use in games and online services by China's largest internet and technology companies. However, users soon began to buy and sell the coins independently. The Chinese government was concerned because these coins threatened their strictly regulated financial system. Despite the ban, the Chinese people experienced their first taste of digital currency. It was remarkable that their government did not outright condemn Bitcoin when it first appeared, rather, they welcomed it. They also intervened to make that illegal. China was one of the first significant countries where people used cryptocurrency. China BTC, one of the first cryptocurrency exchanges, was founded in 2011. People enjoy the anonymity that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies provide, and China's cheap electricity has made mining economically viable. As a result, large-scale mining operations sprouted up all over the place. Despite these early successes, China's government soon began to change its mind as it became more concerned. For the first time, the Chinese government began to crack down on Bitcoin use. In 2013, the Chinese government believed that cryptocurrencies would allow them to circumvent some regulations and weaken their centralized control over their economy. A look at cryptocurrencies. Because the cat was out of the bag and the market were crazy. From 2014 to 2017, the Chinese government did what they do best and imposed more sanctions and regulations. China felt even more threatened by the cryptocurrency as the crypto market weakened. As a result, they imposed some of their most stringent regulations on the Chinese people. Because of the intense pressure, they banned all ICOs and even crypto exchanges from providing services to Chinese citizens in 2017. Bitcoin reached a high of $20,000 at the end of the year. But that high has lasted only a short time. It experienced one of the most significant price drops in history at the start of 2018, with prices falling by more than 65%. We're used to volatility by this point. But remember that it's 2018, which complicates matters even more. As a result of China's recognition of Bitcoin mining as a source of pollution, the country banned mining for the first time in 2019. This brings us to 2020, when the government was waging an entirely fledged war to suppress cryptocurrency. China was responsible for the infamous crypto bloodbath that caused the market to crash in March 2020. The entire cryptocurrency market, they were, however, far from finished. China was attempting to ban cryptocurrency. As a result, despite the regulatory beating from China, Bitcoin reached its current all-time high of $69,000. That is what I mean by resilience. China's response has been to enact even more bans and regulations. It is important to note that China's stance on cryptocurrencies has evolved and is no longer a static entity. This time, some of China's most powerful regulators, including the country's central bank, banded together to eradicate illegal cryptocurrency activities. They imposed a blanket ban on all mining and transactions. For example, while the government has taken steps to restrict crypto, many people and businesses in China continue to use digital currencies. So as of late 2020, China has ultimately been unable to stop mining. China is responsible for 21% of the global Bitcoin hash rate. It's a running joke in China that cryptocurrency has been banned 18 times. Please leave your guesses in the comments section below. What will the Pi network become now? Furthermore, China and Hong Kong created fear, confusion, and doubt in the cryptocurrency industry. China's response was to develop its cryptocurrency for various reasons, which this video will also discuss. What is the real reason for China's crypto ban? Can China's new cryptocurrency compete with the US dollar? What does China's latest ban on blockchain technology portend for the country's future? According to a report from the Law Library of Congress's Global Legal Research Directorate, 50 more countries have banned cryptocurrencies. 9 countries have an absolute ban on cryptocurrencies, making them illegal. This means that residents of these countries are not permitted to buy, sell, or possess cryptocurrencies. The remaining 42 have an implicit ban prohibiting financial institutions from conducting transactions involving cryptocurrencies, including NFT. Bangladesh, Egypt, Iraq, Morocco, Nepal, Qatar, and Tunisia are among the countries that have banned cryptocurrency. The People's Bank of China has prohibited Chinese financial institutions from processing Bitcoin transactions, referring to cryptocurrencies as a currency with no actual value. In Beijing, cryptocurrencies are regarded as the pinnacle of pointless speculation. In 2021, China's central bank will prohibit all cryptocurrency transactions, citing gambling, fraud, and money laundering concerns. This appeared to be the final nail in the coffin as the move triggered a sharp decline in markets as some investors rushed to sell their holdings, and the price of Bitcoin fell. Until now, most cryptocurrency mining has occurred in China, with the United States trailing far behind. However, the government's mistrust of cryptocurrencies has remained the same. Comparing the crypto industries in China and the United States will give you an idea of the Chinese market's importance in cryptocurrencies. In contrast to the United States, China accounted for 47% of all crypto mining activity. The United States mined 16% of all cryptocurrency in the same month, while China mined 47%. Because of gaming fraud and money laundering concerns, China's central bank announced a crackdown on cryptocurrencies. But there is another apparent reason China is currently suffering from an energy crisis. China has the world's most energy-intensive economy, contributing to the worst electricity crisis in 10 years. China is still heavily reliant on coal, which provides 70% of the country's electricity. On the other hand, the coal prices used to generate electricity are not regulated by the central government, whereas the electricity costs paid to generators are. The price of coal fluctuates far more than that of electricity because the market rather than the government determines it. For the time being, I'll end here. Please let us know in the video's comments section if you believe China will also ban the Pi network. Also, remember to like and subscribe for more Pi network updates. Thank you, and I hope to see you at the next one.